Hi, everybody. Well, we have the rain that will become heavier later today on this Friday into this evening. Remember, the cold front with this system that's already produced rain on this Friday comes in to Portland late afternoon into the early evening hours, and still heavy rain amounts are expected. One of the stories looking forward through next week, which of course is Oregon spring break, is that we have this upper level low this weekend. This is tomorrow's map actually showing the low moving into us. That will produce scattered heavy showers with maybe some hail and rumbles of thunder. Here's the next system on Wednesday. All of these are relatively cool systems. I mean, we're talking about highs in the 50s and rain at times and not a whole lot of sun. And then next weekend, this is Saturday's map, which of course is the finale of the month of March, showing another wet, fairly cool system moving in. So upper level lows lined up as March comes to an end. And if you, a reminder that the blue contour, and that's the polar jet, kind of overall north of us this weekend, but a little colder flow pattern coming in Wednesday, and perhaps a colder flow pattern coming in this upcoming weekend. Of course, Sunday, a week from this Sunday is March 31st. So we're keeping eyes on that active weather flow during, unfortunately, if it's your spring break week, sometimes that's the way it goes. Okay, weather headlines for the Portland, Vancouver, Salem metro areas. So we have the front coming in this evening. Heavy rain areas will start to pop. And then behind the front, that cold low moves overhead. That's going to bring us showers and sun breaks with spotty thunderstorms and hail on Saturday. On Sunday, that low, and I'll show you all of this, drops to our south and weekends. That will increase our stability, bring us calmer weather showers, rain showers, and fewer showers overall. So without question, Saturday's the more active of the days this weekend and the wettest of the 2 days this weekend. Weekend snow levels at one point I was saying as low as 2,000 feet, but the air mass not as cold as it was looking, 3,500 to 4,000 feet, maybe even 3,500 to 4,500 feet. That would be a wet mix at Government Camp on Saturday and also on Sunday. And because of that, in part, Mount Hood Resorts looking at limited snowfall. Again, you go back earlier this week, I had hopes that there was at least going to be 8, maybe 12 inches of snow this weekend at Timberline and Meadows, and now it's looking like a matter of inches. So we'll keep you updated on all of that. Let's go ahead and get into showing you the weather. Here's a look at the full disk satellite picture from NOAA. And you can see here's the fetch of moisture hitting Northern California, and then it's been moving south to north up Oregon and up into Washington today. Back in here, the little curl is the low center that moves right over Portland on Saturday and fuels the instability for scattered showers with hail, maybe some rumbles of thunder. Again, the speckled nature of the cloud signature back here, cumulus, kind of cold, showery weather. And then right back in here, our next weather system rolls in, it looks like Monday evening, and that's what you're looking at here. There's another system embedded back in here that I'm looking at my notes that comes in Tuesday overnight and Wednesday morning. And then there's another system that comes in Friday morning and into that final weekend. So very active flow pattern back here. We'll be continuing to work into the Pacific Northwest. I don't have any watches, warnings, or advisories at all in Oregon or Washington. So nothing in the Spokane office, the Portland office, Seattle office, Medford, Pendleton, all clean. If you drop down into California, you can see winter storm warnings for the, what would be the west flank of the Sierra, and then a winter weather advisory for the Tahoe area, where they're going to be getting heavier snow amounts down in California from this weather system than we are up here in Oregon or Washington. So if you've driven I-5 down through the Mount Shasta area, Shasta County, Shasta Dam, you're familiar with that area. They're saying moderate snow from overnight tonight through Sunday morning of 6 to 12 inches. If you get into the Tahoe area, South Lake Tahoe, Tahoe City, 3 to 8 inches for the communities around the lake, 7 to 14 inches above 7,000 feet. Remember, a lot of the ski resorts of Tahoe are 8,000 feet. So 18 inches of possible snow along the Sierra Crest in some of those past locations. Again, they're getting a lot more mountain snow in California than we will be getting here locally in Oregon and Washington this time around. In fact, I keep downgrading my Mount Hood forecast. So here's what I'm left with, all right? 5,000 foot snow level today. It's been it's been pretty dry up there so far. But this evening, as moisture picks up, there could be 3 inches of snow at least above 5,000 feet. And then tomorrow, snow level 4,000 to 3,500 feet, maybe an inch at Government Camp, maybe not, up to 4 inches at Meadows and Timberline. Sunday, sun and showers, again, maybe an inch at Government Camp, maybe not, up to 3. So there's hope for at least 6 inches or so of new powder, if you add up the numbers. And then that same pattern kind of continues on Monday into Tuesday of next week. It's been mainly dry up there right now, and it's been mild. I mean, Timberline Lodge was above freezing this morning. What's Timberline's temperature right now? 38 degrees. Meadows is 10 degrees warmer. Ski Bowl is at 39. There's Government Camp at 48. The Sierra Summit is just wet. That's 42 degrees. And then it's been dry out in the Blue Mountains. Cabot Hill's looking fine as well. Now, let's get into the heavier rain that's coming in this evening. This is courtesy of KGW TV and their Futurecast model at 5 o'clock this afternoon. And the other weather models do suggest instability. So the fact that we're going to get into some heavy downpours makes sense, which is what you're looking at here in these bright colors. So if this were exactly correct, at 5 o'clock from Salem and then northward to almost into Wilsonville, there'd be a heavy downpour. This would continue to move northward up into Oregon City in the 5 o'clock hour. There might be some thunder rumbles heard, but for the most part, this looks to be late this afternoon, this evening, just pockets of heavy rain coming in. Here it is on the radar right now. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on this Friday. Again, everything's been coming from south to north, and you see that movement here. The green color there showed you, again, it's mostly areas of just light precipitation. No lightning. If you look over here to the right where my cursor is, this would detect lightning. No lightning with this system that's moving in the, well, they had some lightning earlier this morning, Northern California around the Oregon border, where you see the bright flashes. This should play again. You see right in there. But right now, no lightning. Again, maybe we get a rumble of thunder later today. Maybe we don't. But I do like our chances of having some rumbles of thunder coming in during the day on Saturday. All right, here is the future radar product from the Weather Service's National Blended Model. This is 5 p.m. today, showing fairly widespread rain moving south to north. This does not highlight the heavy rain pockets that I really believe will be there, but it does absolutely show a rainy evening. Now, here we are overnight getting into some breaks in the action. Here we are tomorrow morning. This would be 7 a.m. By the way, you can tell the signature of the weather model. This is where the low is. See the circular nature? That's where that low pressure system is. And then it's fueling the southwesterly push of moisture coming up into our area. Now, here we are getting into the afternoon. Notice how the upper level low and the surface low, they both weaken, and they're kind of sprawling out, and they're just starting to move inland, pushing scattered showers inland with some sun breaks. It would make sense we're going to get a heavy downpour with hail, maybe a rumble of thunder. Here we are getting into Saturday evening. This is what's left of the low. It's kind of weakened, but it's hanging around. Notice not much rain up in Seattle Saturday or getting into Saturday night. This is mostly Oregon and then down into California. And then as we play, the last frame of this would be Saturday evening. Now you see the low, and now it's starting to drop away from us, and that continues Sunday. That's why Sunday is going to be a much calmer and a much, much drier day overall than what we'll see on Saturday. And again, I point out the fact, not that much moisture showing up in Washington. I will tell you the weather models have been showing anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain, all total, from what I just showed you today through Sunday at the coast, and really more like 1/2 inch total up and down I-5. These are current temperatures. It's been dry with sunshine out east. Baker City's at 64. Bend is at 61. They've had partly sunny skies. That's really nice weather for them. For the weekend, kind of a mix of sun and scattered showers, but very limited total amounts of moisture. High temperatures still getting up to 50 or 53, maybe a mix of some showers in the morning, but no winter weather concerns here really at all as you look all the way through Wednesday and Thursday of next week. If you're going to be down into the Medford area, 56 this afternoon. Again, pretty wet forecast like Portland and like up into Seattle. Rain at times most days. High temperatures getting up into the 50s. Not really anticipating any weather watches, warnings, or advisories through the period that we're looking at. The possible exception could be if we get some heavier moisture pockets lining up for maybe a period of a snow advisory in the Cascades. I'm saying that's the only thing I could see happening. Here's a look at Seattle. Starting tomorrow, 53, Sunday 54, kind of like Portland, low to mid 50s, rain at times. And again, it's Oregon's spring break. So if you're going to go down to Newport, here's the Central Oregon 7-day forecast. Well, I mean, it's definitely cool. Temperatures low 50s, not that different from the valley, really, and just kind of rain at times expected through the period. So be prepared for all of that. Here's my Portland 7-day courtesy of Hazeldale Tire Pros. Rain pockets heavy late today and this evening. Scattered showers with some breaks, heavy at times with hail, and maybe some rumbles of thunder tomorrow. Still 58. And then Sunday, a drier day. So if you like, I'm hoping to play golf Sunday morning, and I think I have a good chance to have at least mainly dry weather, but there will be an ongoing shower chance, 58. And then a little bit cooler on Monday. Monday is the day that's cooler because rain's going to be increasing during the day. I think going into Monday afternoon, if nothing changes right now, we get into steady rain. There's a front coming in Monday evening. Then behind that, Tuesday's a day that could be dry in the morning, could be dry in the afternoon. We get up close to 60, maybe we hit 60. And then there's a front that comes in Tuesday overnight into early Wednesday morning, and that's rain at times Wednesday, and then periods of steady rain potentially at times on Thursday as well, with temperatures in the 50s. All right, that is your outlook. I always mention if you want me to spend more time maybe talking about a particular part of Oregon up into Washington, just let me know in the comments. I read those and I'll see it and I'll get back to you. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, that really helps me out. Please do so. You'll get notified when I put out a new video. Usually I put out about 5 videos a week. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. My weather site's portlandweather.com, and I will talk to you soon.